Okay, we live in the meeting. We live in the meeting. Let me see. Okay, I made one guess. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, he's saying his is not working. Okay, maybe I have to. Okay, maybe send me your email and send link. Cause he was trying to get in before you. This is dope. Okay, we got the camera. Hey, vlog 2. Art Basel. Yeah, I'm gonna add his email. Okay, perfect. Here we go. I think this is gonna work. Yeah.
Is it Jake or Jacob?
It's Jake on here, but it came up as Jacob. So we'll ask. Jake. Jakey, Pedro. That's him. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Okay. How was your day, bro?
Good, man. Went into work on my day off, but sometimes you gotta do that to make money.
I had my ABA shirt on with my green pants today. Yes, sir. That joint, it was the fresh joint too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fresh one. Let me turn this up. Hopefully the battery. What the battery on?
Sometimes you gotta pop it on.
Okay, hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. All this technology, man. It says, okay, just waiting.
Okay. I think you have to accept him.
No, it's not in the joint over here. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up.
You should get a notification since you're the meeting host.
Yeah, it's supposed to be up here in the top right. Let me see if I log out. If I hang up and then rejoin. You think if I hang up and rejoin?
It's not gonna do anything, bro. You should be able to. Because how did you let me in?
You popped up over here. You popped up over here, and he popped up over here too in the beginning, but it wouldn't let him in.
Because you're supposed to accept him, bro.
I did. Just how I accepted you. I be doing this with Zoom and everything and Google Meets. So I clicked accept him, admit.
Oh, so it's his connection maybe.
Okay, low key, what I'm about to do? I'm about to FaceTime him. Oh, okay.
What happened?
Okay, let me see. Okay. I just sent it again. we go. Come on, look at God. Okay, it says admit one guess. I'm clicking on it.
Did you create the Google Meet with your email or your mom's email? I got an invite from Power and My Purpose at Gmail.
That's my mom's. It said it's not working. So we can just I'm gonna just FaceTime on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just mute. Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know why, because it was letting them. It was we'll get this. Okay. Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, man.
Nice to meet you. Is it
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know. This is my business partner right here, Jakey.
Nice to meet you, Jay.
Hey, brother. It's me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. At first it was allowing us to do it, and then it just wasn't working anymore. I have no idea why it was being weird like that.
Yeah, because I've had Google Meets in the past, which have worked, but anyway, we got there kind of.
Yeah. I'm about to turn GD around a little bit. We're making it happen. We're making it happen. Perfect. Okay, we got everybody in the meeting. Perfect. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Is it Jake or Jakey?
So yeah, Jacob, but artist name Jakey.
Okay.
But everyone calls me Jakey. Jake Pedro for short.
Okay.
So I'm like Spanish background with my family, but I'm in the city at the moment. So I've been here like 15 years. And yeah, I've been sort of selling my artwork, I guess, for about 6 years now, since 2020. COVID kind of hit, and I just went like this.
Okay. Wow.
And it's still going like that. So, it's been a really good last 6 years, and it's onward and upward. So yeah, that's about it, I guess.
Perfect. I love that. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm Charles. I used to go by Chuck, but now I go by my first name. My mom named me. So Charles Sylvester is my furniture company that I've been building for about 2 years now. I'm about to have product within the next month or so, and I came across your artwork, and I really feel like it coincides with the color palette and everything that I'm doing, and I really love and gravitated towards your work. And
Awesome.
Yeah. So the premise of my chair is basically the lip chuck chair. So I used to talk a lot, not really stand on my word, and I've changed my life around. I went sober for the past 2 years, and everything I really try to do, I try to embody in my brand about sticking to your word, being a man of your word. And the product, I wanted to speak for itself. So the chair basically has 2 lips, and I really wanted to speak for itself. And I do this whole play on lips, different catchphrases, whatever the case may be. My first post was a headshot of myself with enlarged boucle fabric lips with my chair. So
I saw it.
yeah. So that's what I'm about, and I really want to figure out.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm doing a Art Basel event for my furniture launch in December, and I thought it would be amazing if we can incorporate your work for the invitations and figure out how we can make that come to fruition.
Yeah, amazing. That's awesome. And I had a look over your work, just what you have on Instagram anyway, and I love it. Like, I really was like, wow, it's really cool. But you telling me that story, it's making more sense now. And I love, it's almost like you're creating a brand, and you are the brand. And that's what I've done with Jakey Pedro, and that's what we do as artists, is you kind of almost, you make yourself a brand, and it's really good to see, and you're on the right track with that one, because it's so original, and it's not like nothing I've ever seen before. So you're gonna do well regardless. So,
Thank you.
but yeah, very open to helping you with making. Is it invites or a brochure, or is it promoting it?
So really just in the beginning stages of talking to you, I just want to figure out me and my partner. He had a lot of ideas, so I'll bring the computer up here so he could talk to you too. Really
Yeah, cool.
maybe having some creative invites, like I really fell in love with the art piece that I think I DM'd you back. It was the girl on the shark. Um
Yeah,
that gives me like a Miami vibe, and if we could figure out how we can embody, we don't have to copy that work, but like maybe enlarge lips or have your imagination. I'm gonna not gonna tell you what to do. I'm just gonna tell you my story and like where we want to go and let you do you, you know.
yeah,
So I'm thinking
yeah,
invites that I could send out, and maybe if we could work out a collab post or whatever, because me,
yeah,
GD and myself, we're from Virginia, and we
yeah.
our connection. I used to play a little bit of background about me. I used to play college football, so I have the NFL.
Oh,
I have
awesome.
yeah, I have a insane network when it comes to that realm. And GD is a music artist, and I also want to incorporate him because he's going to be doing the sounds um,
Yeah,
at the installations as well. So yeah, enough rambling. I know GD has a couple questions. I'll
awesome.
I'll bring it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, dude.
No, great to connect with you, brother. I appreciate it. I know this is kind of it's a it's a weird time in tech where we're using a laptop and a phone to talk to each other, but we make it work however we
2026,
can.
baby.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so what we were thinking is like, because I know that Chuck just put me onto kind of your artwork, and I fell in love as well. The color palette is incredibly inviting and it's very vibrant. It feels very Miami. And yeah, I believe you said you're in Sydney, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like in terms of like the warmth and like the weather, the ambiance, it's also kind of like similar to Miami. So I can see why your color palette is what it is. Um, and so we were thinking of just trying to find a creative way to have an invite not just be like an envelope that we send out to people, but we could figure out a way to make it a little bit more creative to where they would want to actually keep it, right?
yeah,
And so this is kind of the driving factor that we had, maybe even involving like a behind the scenes video of how you made it, and we can kind of share your collaborative because we're going to have a projector in the installation as well. So I feel like we can be able to also figure out a way to showcase your artwork so when people have the invites, they're like, oh shit, like this was created by this guy. And we'll be able
yeah,
to Charles will definitely be talking a little bit more about it when he showcases the piece. I'll be behind the music, so I'm curating actually a kind of set list and curating original music, almost going to be scoring the event. And then we'll have a DJ to kind of close out the second half of the event. So that's kind of like the basis of what I had. But if you have any feedback or ideas, I don't know if you've ever done anything like this or if anybody's actually approached it. Yeah, you have. Okay.
yeah. So I'll tell you a little bit about my past with doing things like this. So I don't know if you're aware of a music festival here in Australia called Splendor in the Grass, one of the biggest music festivals. I was in
Yeah.
artist residence 3 years ago with them. So what we did was I actually won the job over by creating a poster for the event on a bit of paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like, in a funny way, God already told me that I had the job. So I didn't really have to do much.
Amen.
But so I created the flyer. I've still got it downstairs in the studio. But what they did was that from that flyer they turned it into a digital asset as well. So I got high res scans, and what I also did was did small drawings and little assets that you can use throughout your promotion campaign. You can use for advertising for posters and flyers. So what it sort of offer would be a physical. I'd give you the physical original, which will be sort of probably about a 32-inch by, like an A2 size poster, which will be physical. We'll get that digitally scanned in so we can use it as a digital asset, right? And then if you have any sort of guys that are handy with Photoshop and digital sort of stuff, we can kind of get it moving as well, like an animation. That'd be really cool for your digital Instagram stuff. But saying that, I think if you have a physical invite as well. That really has legs these days in 2026. People are sort of, as much as AI and that sort of stuff is going really well, I think people like a physical thing. So
Mm-hmm.
you can make a really beautiful, like a invite in print form. You know what I mean? I've got
Right.
the print guy here, so that could be an option as well. You could go down. But as far as creativity, you know, you've said you love the colors I use, the blues, and all my pastel kind of pinks, the oranges. And I get a lot of inspiration from obviously Basquiat's work and
Mm-hmm.
earlier work. So you know, I think yeah, we could definitely do something, and possibly if you could give me a brief of like you know, the dates, location of venue, some more finer details. I think it'll look really sick to kind of have my charcoal and spray paint drawings, maybe a bit of spray paint dripping, and have all the details written in charcoal in my handwriting. And sort of just go from there. And we could throw around ideas for that. So that's, you know, that's what I'm thinking at this point.
Absolutely. Okay, perfect. Okay. G, you got some more questions?
No, that's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously this is like our first time kind of like, doing this in this realm.
Yeah.
So my question to you would be, you know, you know, pricing, how would that work,
Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm happy to kind of because you know you're an emerging artist, and I've been there before, and I know what it's like to with budgets and things like that. I'm sort of like you know I've got my business is doing well, and I live in abundance, and I'm very grateful for
Amen.
that. So
Amen.
you know, as so long as it's not too much of a workload, I'm happy to just contra this one. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Thank you, brother.
Wow.
No, because I know what it's like, dude. It's you know you're starting out, and it's so
Wow.
fun. Yeah,
So just you got it.
yeah.
Wow. Amen. That is crazy.
I don't think it. Look, I'm looking at the workload now. I'm not going to do anything digitally. I'm going to do the physical poster,
Okay.
and I might do two, and you might go, I love that one, and I'll be like, sweet, I'll send it over to you. You can get it scanned in, or you know, you can even take high res photos of it, and then you can print off that as well. So.
Hey, wow, Jake. Wow, appreciate you. I'm lost for words, man. Wow.
That's
That's
unbelievable,
fine, man.
brother.
Like,
I feel like we should feature and frame the original as like almost because of I don't know if you want to Chuck, if you want to share with him the actual template. I don't know if you feel comfortable yet because I know it's still in the early process, but if you want to show him the demo of the space that you have so far.
Oh, yes. I'll
You can maybe
I'll send you the installation right now. I'll send it in the WhatsApp.
Yep.
Yeah, so Charles just created this like 3 nights ago, and I was on the phone, and I was at a loss for words when I saw it. So I'm curious to get your feedback.
Okay, so I'm
Sweet.
gonna turn this off real quick, and I'm gonna